Hello, creatives. Thank you for joining us today for this month's Designer Talk, Hobe Sound Project Spotlight. I'm Linda Abbott, Senior Architectural Design Consultant for Stone Hardscapes. I've been working with natural stone now for over 20 years, and I absolutely love what I do. Today's Designer Talk is an interview with a landscape architect and project tour, so I'm looking forward to sharing this with you. I thought it'd be nice to share some talented designs from the landscape architects that I've had the pleasure of working with and continue to learn from in our industry. I'm excited to share the works of Bert and Jane Krebs, a husband and wife team that work seamlessly together. Let's take a dive into this project, shall we? So today's goals will be reviewing the project's material selection process, the design accommodations, as well as the care and maintenance overview for the project. So let's shine the spotlight on the landscape architect whose design vision came to fruition with both function and beauty. You may need to turn up the volume due to the organic nature of the environment. Hi, it's Linda with Stone Hardscapes here, and I am with Bert Krebs, a landscape architect in the Jupiter and Hobe Sound area. He did this beautiful residential property with some of the Stone Hardscapes materials. We have coral stone flagging as well as ivory travertine on this upper deck. And Bert, tell us a little bit about why you chose these materials for this project.
Okay, thanks for having me. Our client basically came to me with some photos of ideas she had, and I felt that the flagging and the travertine met her goals, and presented some sketches and some different ideas, and she liked the idea, and so we contacted you and moved forward.
Okay, great, great. And this decking has been down now, you said, for about a couple of years now?
Yeah, maybe a year and a half, something like that.
Okay. How do you think it's holding up overall in the environment with the vegetation and the way that it's looking in its atmosphere?
Stone material holds up really well. It's one of the better products for pool decks. It's got slip resistance. It holds up well. So yeah, I'm pleased with how it's worked out.
What made you choose natural stone for this project? Is this a material that you use often on your pool projects? What is one of the most favorite materials you like to work with, and why?
Yeah, we use various things, but stone is a nice product. Comes out of the earth. We like to use natural stone mostly because it's lasting. It is natural. We're landscape architects, and we like things that are from the earth.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for meeting me here today and talking about this project you did. It came out beautiful, and I look forward to showing everybody how gorgeous this backyard turned out.
Great. Thank you. Goal
number 1, material selection process. There are several factors to take into account and questions that should be answered when selecting the most appropriate materials for a project. Design, budget, current conditions of the existing space, as well as the timeline. Let's discuss them. Design. Asking a series of questions to better understand the client's design intent for the function of the space. What color palette is most desirable for you? What is the mood you want to experience in the space? Do you have non-negotiables that you would like to address? Start with a wish list, but always have a VE option that will fit into the design as backup. This will save you time and hassle if there are some unforeseen financial conditions that arise towards the end of the construction process that cause some modifications to the hardscape costs. The client chose to use 2 different types of materials for this project. It's within the same color family, and it really turned out beautiful. The outdoor kitchen area, covered lanai, stair treads, and landing to the family's home has ivory travertine, while the pool deck and coping are of Dominican coral stone. The color palette desired was light and airy, with a warm, organic vibe. Budget. Does the client have an unlimited budget, or is there champagne taste on a beer budget? We have to accomplish the client's budget parameters early in the design phase, so we're not wasting time selecting materials, drawing up plans, and calling out specifications that won't work for the client's financial budget. The materials for this project were mud set. The Dominican coral stone was laid in a flagging pattern, which created an organic and earthy flow throughout this entire backyard. Existing space. Is this a new build? Renovation? What are the current conditions of the space? What is the best installation method? Sand set? Mud set? What are the surrounding fixed colors? Roof color? Building color? Answering these questions will help hone in on the best material for the space. This home was a renovation. As Bert mentioned in the interview earlier, the clients wanted an organic design concept using natural stone to complete the overall design. Timeline. It's important to understand the client's expectations regarding time frame to conform the construction timelines without stress. Obviously, we can only conform to timelines that are within our control as it relates to project needs, goals, deliveries, limitations, expectations, and agreements. When we achieve or beat our client's project expectations with regards to design and construction timeframe, we will have a happy client and it'll be a huge win. Goal number 2, design accommodations. Creating the desired ambiance for your client's outdoor oasis is the key to a happy customer. So how can we successfully achieve this? Provide material that's aesthetically aligning with their interior for a nice flow from interior to exterior. Provide quality material. Provide materials that best suit the function for the space. Do they like to entertain? If so, a covered lanai creates an outdoor living room atmosphere to relax in. Add a fireplace, and that brings in the coziness. Do they like to barbecue? An outdoor kitchen can create a great space for outdoor grilling and entertaining. Creating spaces that they can utilize as an outdoor extension of their interior spaces makes the perfect outdoor space. Landscape. Landscaping is the finishing touch for your outdoor oasis. Gorgeous foliage will bring into being privacy to an outdoor sanctuary while enhancing the beauty and serenity of a personal resort. Kudos to Jane Krebs for her garden design for this lavish and lush backyard sanctuary. Tropical outdoor design. Horticultural therapy is found around every corner of this home, from the living walls to the lush landscape that surrounds the hardscape design of this property. As you can see, the landscape design bridges the space between landscape architecture and garden design. Design challenges. Not every landscape project comes without hiccups. Drainage installation is a major component to a successful decking system. Regardless of the type of material being installed, you will need proper drainage away from the home. Working with a landscape architect that understands this will enable the design to reflect these functional hardscape details and still maintain an aesthetically appealing environment. Check out the channels created with River Rock. This drainage system eliminates the standing water around the home and outdoor kitchen perimeter. A clever idea that portrays both function and beauty, a win-win for the space. The organic environment and sustainable design that Dominican coral stone's environmental friendly landscape design creates is undeniably stunning. Bert incorporates into his design irregular flagging shaped pieces throughout the pool deck. This has a lot to say about the natural flow of the irregular shaped natural stone that exudes an easy, earthy vibe. We recommend mud setting the flagging materials so that the stones stay level. We also recommend that the installer is skilled with laying this type of pattern. It takes an installer with a design eye to lay out the pieces so that they have a nice flow between each other. It's not a simple installation, so you need to have a qualified installer that knows how to install flagging. Coping. Bert was also genius in incorporating the coral stone as coping and waterline tile, which melted the materials into the space. Keeping the coping and decking and waterline tile all consistent not only makes the space look more expansive, but also allows for a smooth organic flow, as you can see here. Doesn't the water look serene? Goal number 3, care and maintenance. When it comes to natural stone, the care and maintenance is so simple. Like Bert just mentioned in the video, this material has been installed for about 1.5 years now and looks beautiful. Remember to check our care and maintenance video on our Stone Hardscapes website. Bleach and water are your best friend for all surface dirt when you have natural stone pavers. For stains, you may need to leave the bleach sit for a few hours and then scrub it a bit before you rinse it. Power washing can also be done every so often to help with areas that may need more abrasive cleaning. The coral stone material in the saw cut finish has great slip resistance and hence is popular for the resort style hotels. Sealing this type of material will help for easier maintenance, and the travertine is super easy to maintain. As I mentioned in prior designer talks, I should know I've had a natural stone pool deck now for about 16 years, and it looks absolutely fabulous. I do not have any sealant on it at all. I've raised 2 children there, and they're both much older now. No regrets here. They started living in the home when they were about 2 and 3 years old, ran all over the deck. And this was a tumbled travertine that I'm referring to. So there's no issues with slip resistance and cleaning of natural stone, contrary to what some folks may say about it. With so many different options in paving materials, whether man-made or natural, Stone Hardscapes can help you choose the most appropriate materials for your design. We're here to help make the specification process easy, as well as bring your designs into fruition with both function and beauty. I hope this designer talk was both inspirational as well as informative to you. If you have any questions at all about today's webinar, or would like to discuss using natural stone or porcelain for your projects, please don't hesitate to reach out. If there's a project that Stone Hardscapes materials may be a good fit for you to spotlight on my Designer Talk webinar, please give me a call. If you've used Stone Hardscapes materials on your project and you think it should be spotlighted, please let me know. We'd love to hear from you. As always, I do welcome your feedback and your topic suggestions, so please reach out with them. I appreciate you so much for joining me for today's Designer Talk webinar. Thank you so much for joining me, and please stay creative and stay healthy. Thanks so much.